You though to Lake Wales, where U.S. Senator Ashley Moody is holding a news conference at the Florida's Natural Visitors Center. She is talking about Florida's citrus industry and some legislation she's filing calling the Defending Domestic Orange Juice Production Act. That she says Florida's citrus industry is impacted by what she calls, quote, nonsensical overregulation. And so she's talking right now, joined by some citrus growers, agricultural leaders as well. So let's go ahead and listen in.
State, instead of litigating them, that was important, but trying to contain spiraling out of control overregulation through litigation is very difficult. Pulling it back at the root where policies should emanate from, and that is Congress, the people through its representatives, that is where that should be done and where it needs to be done, and that's why I'm proud to now be Florida's fighter in Congress doing just that. Any other questions?
Yes. Why was this standard put into place in the first place, and why has it been such a challenge to edit repeal?
Yeah, so I think in the original instance, orange juice was a very large commodity in demand, and in an effort to try and ensure that there were consumer protection standards and that you were getting the product that you thought you were buying as a consumer, all of the stakeholders had a hand in this. And I think at the time when they were dealing with the sugar standard, that might not have been the main object, but it became part of that regulation. And over time, it saw how it might have hurt the domestic growers, and so now they're trying to modify that. So there may still be some consumer measures in there outside this standard that would need to be looked at, but obviously if there's something that's there for no reason and nobody can say why that's there, it should be taken out.
Last question, please.
Senator, you have an off-topic question, just one. Excuse me. You voted to confirm Secretary Hegseth as Attorney General. You had to manage sensitive information. So what do you think about him sharing allegedly classified information on Signal, and what do you think should happen to his role?
Well, I don't usually get in the business as Attorney General on commenting on allegedly. I haven't been officially briefed on that. But what I can tell you is that Secretary Hegseth came into this role and said he wanted to return the department to one that is mission focused on making sure that we were defending the security and safety of this nation by making sure we were focused on the right things in developing soldiers and our military to be the strongest that it could be. As someone whose oldest boy is serving currently, I can tell you that the ranks were excited about that, are excited about that. There is a resurgence in pride and excitement to be a part of what our military should be, and that is a branch that is to protect this nation and the fundamental ideals of the United States of America. I know that President Trump has repeatedly expressed confidence in Mr. Hegseth. I have heard no differently, and I would ask that you direct any questions to that department.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
That was U.S. Senator Ashley Moody, the state's newest senator, who was speaking there about Florida's citrus industry. Also asked a question about Pete Hegseth. This news conference happening at the Florida's Natural Visitors Center in Lake Wales. She was talking about some challenges facing the citrus industry and also outlining some steps that she wants to support Florida's citrus farmers. We know she has filed the Defending Domestic Orange Juice Production Act, and a step that she wants to see in the U.S. Senate. This is something I'm trying to see where it stands right now. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look here. Introduced earlier this month, it is has been referred to the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. And beyond that, it is kind of just beginning its way through. So we will continue to track the progress of that. You can see revision of pasteurized orange juice standards, part of a major part of this, saying the legislation that she was actually just referring to, talking about some of these when these regulations were put in place and how things have changed since then.